Hello guys, I'm going to discuss about the Python basic MCQ question here. Here we have to find the output of the following code. This should be in the format of the function. The function should be represented by using a keyword called def. In the function definition, this is the parameter. In the calling, while we calling the function, inside the calling the function, in that calling function we set as argument. Okay, here you can see I define a function by using a keyword is def none, and I can name a function as add. Inside this function I insert the pass the parameter of a and b. Now it can return a plus b and b plus 5. Now I can call this add function here. It goes to the return statement and print for my a value is 3, for my b value is 2. For this return statement it prints 3 plus 5, for b value is 2 plus 5. So and next it can print my result 8 and 7. So here my correct option is for a it prints 8, for b it prints 7. So here the correct option is C. And next you can see find the output of the following code. Here also using the function I can define the function by using the keyword is called def, and I can call the function, name the function as say. Inside the function I pass the parameter as message and times equal to 1. Now you can see I can call this say function. It can go to this print statement and print the message of hello star. Here in this argument, in this function called the argument, no values are passed, so it can take this parameter value. So here time is 1, here hello star 1, it prints the hello one time, and next it prints the hello one time, and next it can call this function say function. Now it moved to this print function. My message is world. It can print how many times here? 5 times. So it prints the world 5 times. Okay, for 5 times. So my correct option is hello world 5 times. So here my correct option is A. And next thing you can see, we have to find the output for the following code. Here also using the function, I define the function by using the keyword is called def, and name the function as maximum. Inside the function I pass the parameter of x and y. Now I want to check the condition here. If my x, you can now next it again go to this. Here I define the function. Here I calling this maximum function. You can see here. Now I calling this maximum function. It come to this if condition. Here the x is, you can see x is we call x is 2 and y is 3. And next it go to the if condition. It check to whether the 2 is greater than 3. So condition fails, and it comes to this elif condition. It check whether the 2 is equal to 3. So this condition is also fails. So next it come to this else condition and print this print statement return y. My y value is 3. So here it prints the y value equal to 3. Here the correct option is C. Next, which one of the following is the correct way of calling a function? While we calling the function, among this 4 options, which is the correct one? We can see here in the previous example, we can call the function by using the function name, and inside the bracket we can use the argument. So we can call the function by using the function name. Inside this bracket we using the we can pass the argument. So A is the correct option. Here you can see call function underscore name. This is a wrong one. This is also the wrong one. Call function underscore name. This is also the wrong one. We can call the function by using the function name bracket. Inside the bracket we pass the arguments. Which of the following keyword marks the beginning of the function block? We can define the function by using the keyword def. So we can we can mark the beginning of the so you can, here the question is which of the following keyword marks the beginning of the function block. So we can mark the beginning of the function by using the keyword is called def. So here the correct option is C, def. And next you can see find the output of the following code. First I assign one num is equal to 1. Next I define the function. Inside my function num is equal to 3. Now it print this 3 and next it call this function. Now it call this function and coming to now it call this function. For this print statement num1 it prints this 1. Okay, now it print this 1. So here I get an output as 3 and 1. First you can see define a function. Inside the function I assign the variable is called num equal to 3. This is the global variable, this is the local variable. One it can be defined inside the function is called as a local variable, and it cannot be defined inside the function is called the global variable. So this local variable will get printed first here, and next my global variable will printed. So here first 3 is printed, and next thing it call the function and print this global variable 3 and 1. So here my correct option is B. Next I can define the function, name the function as test. Inside the function I'm passing the parameter x is equal to 1 and y equal to 2. And next you can see here I call this test function. This test function come inside x is equal to, here my x value is 1, my y value is 2 and equal to 3. And here next it come to this y statement, y plus equal to 1. My y value is 2, 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. Now it print my x and y, get an output as my x value is 3 and my y value is 3. So here the correct option is 3 and 3. B is the correct option. Okay. How many keyword arguments can be passed to a function in a single function call? We can pass, we can call the function by using the how many keyword, while we are calling the function we can use 0 keyword arguments or more keyword arguments. So here the correct option is 0 or more. We can call the function by using many function arguments, or we can call the functions by calling the function by using the 0 arguments. Here, so here the correct option is 0 or more. Next, here you can see I define a function by using the def keyword, and I can name the function as f1. Inside the function I assign x is equal to 100. Here I want to print x, and next I increment this x if I define a function, and next it call this f1 function and it goes inside my function. Here I assign the function x is equal to 100. Now I want to print this x, and I can increment this function. You can print the, so here the increment is there, so you can print as 101. So here the B is the correct option, you pick that. So this is not a right one. You can see here the what is the difference here is x is the local variable. It is a, so it can be first printed here. So this 100 is first printed here and then it can get modified. So this in previous example we discussed when when you assign inside the function is considered as a local variable, and it can be first printed and it can be modified. So this 100 is first printed and then it can get modified. So I get an output as 100A. Python supports the creation of anonymous function at runtime using a construct call. In Python we already discussed one anonymous function is there. That anonymous function is called as a lambda function. This lambda function is not a naming function. So this is a single line function and it is an instant use function. We can use this lambda as only one time. So it is not a naming function. So here the anonymous function is a lambda. Next you can see find the output of the following code. Now assign the 6 to y and I perform this lambda function x colon x star y. Now I print here I calling this print x of z of 8 star 6. So my correct option is 48 here. Find the correct option for lambda function. We already said in Python the anonymous function is there, that is called lambda, and it is the unnaming function and it is the instant use function. You can see lambda contains the return statement. So in lambda there is no return statement is there. So this is the wrong one. And you can see lambda does not contain the return statement. Yeah, lambda does not contain the return statement. And next thing is lambda is the instant use function. Yeah, lambda is the instant use function. It is only one time use. We can use the lambda function as only one time. That is called instant use. So here the correct option is 2 and 3. Lambda does not contain the return statement.